5 me. Let's go. I'm so smart. But yeah, as I was saying, both these characters kill off the top pretty consistently, and they have a lot of setups to do so. Aang's being extremely consistent with that sup air from the up special, and slime cancelled. But you also have Tetris Dome. Hell yeah, I love Tetris Dome. And Fod Drum. But yeah, like El Tigre has a couple of them with like the strong slime cancelled into up special and some other options as well. I'm not too familiar with them, so I'm hoping to get a bit more familiar. But watching a couple tournaments, major tournaments back in the early days with Heatwave 6 and both of these slime boxes, just watching all of those kind of educated me on El Tigre, as well as watching the good old Muskie, who unfortunately is now retired. But speaking of retired, we're gonna be seeing Vert do that the teabag there as he gets that free stock there. But let's see what Hockey can do in order to get back into this game. And not too far behind. I mean, when you're at 82% as El Tigre, I imagine that's probably near end of life when you're a smaller character like El Tigre. But we gotta see what Hockey can do. And I feel like the edge guarding is probably something that is a huge part of this matchup. Although I've personally never seen this matchup take place. At least, and especially, I have not seen it in this patch. So we'll have to see if it's changed at all for those who do know it. But that bear, I'm gonna knock it off there. But the bleeding, pretty bad. Ooh. You're living that. All right. And that might be a kind of a big deal for Hockey on this stage, is I feel like Aang has better chances of killing. And maybe I'm wrong, because considering Aang is somewhat light, I've heard otherwise. But I mean, when I see, maybe El Tigre Bear is just that crazy. That kill that, was that sub 100? I'm not entirely sure, chat. Run that back, let me know. Very curious. Nice little bear action here. And there is still bleeding once again in terms of the stock for Hockey, but very much possible. There we go. And a much earlier stock taken this time around, but he still has quite a bit of percent to chip back through. Oh, I was gonna say maybe it's his turn to get the funny stock early. And nice, holding out, does not want to get hit by that snare, but oh, that's gonna hurt again. You're right back where you started with this SD, and that with not even any like percent given, it's pretty much like that same scenario as the start. But I mean, you have to think about the positives. There you go. You gotta think about the positives. You didn't even deal a percent, but you still ended up taking the stock due to an SD, and that might be the hubris of this game one, is that this whole game we've seen 2 SDs from Hockey, but the one SD that mattered was this one near the end of the game for Vert. But Hockey has to get on stage. These literal last 2 stocks have been unanswered in terms of percent. Oh my gosh. That's game 1. And the cheers from the chat coming for Vert. There, that might be better. How's that, chat? Is this better? I feel like this looks better. I don't know if I can actually adjust the wideness of it, like normally. So this might be all I get. I'll get back to you on that. I think I can. I just have to figure that out. And, ooh, Pariah's Keep. I think this is also the first time we've seen this, at least on stream. And this is like the new FD. They replaced Cemetery, for those who are not always following the game, which, I mean, there's a lot of changes in this game. Like, it's actually one of the things that we've talked about. Tigre sweep. You're not calm, some of you can be biased. Sorry. There you go. I will say, you wanting Vert to win isn't too far from what the stats say, as far as I remember. I think, I don't know if these two have head-to-head, but I'd imagine based on, like, how high their ranking theoretically could be, based on, like, the way seeding worked out. I imagine these two have probably faced off before, but I believe Vert is the one that is seeded higher? I can't remember off the top of my head now, but feel free to look for me, chat. Exclamation point bracket and all. But as I was saying, just seems like Vert just has this combo game down to a T here. But, I mean, without these platforms, there's nowhere for him to go. And this time, we're going to be seeing... I think Pariah has larger side blast zones and a shorter ceiling, as far as I remember. Let's see, does he die here? Gets to the blast zone, so maybe it's not that much smaller. It's hard to say for sure. But this is pretty hype weekly, I will say. And this is the first of the year, so it's been one whole year since we've had NAS2 weekly. And while that's completely untrue misinformation, I'll act like it's true. Nice little down throw action here into the snare action. Nice little back air into that dash attack. That was sick. Up air action. Let's see what you got, Bert. Down throw into song air. Into... Oh, there! I like it. I like it. The custom combos are strong with this one. Does that kill? Oh, it's getting pretty close, though. Oh, man. Really feeling himself. Oh, but... I had to use both his resources there to get back. Man, El Tigre looking pretty dang base this patch. Nice strong air, but it balls out. This might be Hockey's time to get back into it if he can take the stock here. You're almost... Oh, not wasting the burst, but I mean, I don't blame you. I think that this stock, you kind of have to like save it. Try to get another bar and use it for just like a kill confirm or something, you know? But you also want it for this last stock. You don't want to have to go into... Oh my gosh. Hold on, maybe should have. Oh man. You're so vulnerable here. Finally gets his third bar, but was it worth it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Had to burst there. That's not what you want to see. Oh, gets it off stage. Man. Another dominant game from Vert. And I will say, that was closer than the prior game. But that's not saying much. We gotta see what Hockey can do. If you're a Hockey fan, I'm sure you're clenched and hoping for something, you know? You're hoping for some sort of way in. Some way to figure this out. Maybe the download's coming. Maybe the 5G internet is just turned on just now. We were on 4G LTE before. You know what I mean? Maybe we're going to figure this out. And Hockey, I could totally see it happening. They're a very smart player. They're actually seed number 2 of this event, which... That might be a my B moment, you know what I'm saying? But C2, C3, potato, but maybe a little off. So I apologize for that. I mean, seeding isn't everything though. Doesn't mean much for a weekly. Plus, a little different seeding. Maybe it's a little fun. Maybe it's a little treat, if you will. Get to see some different games, you know, even if it's only slight with 2 and 3. But I am curious. Who will win? Junior or the potential Hockey / Vert? If it is Hockey, that would be crazy. The craziest reverse 3-0 of all time. Hockey seeming a little frustrated right now. But we'll have to see what he can do. Oh, interesting. Man, this snare is just beating out everything Aang is doing. And I think that there was an idea of maybe trying to plank or something at the start. Because, oh... Man, you don't even make that back. That's really tough. What's going on here? I can't tell if he's trying to, like, plank him or something, or what, but Vert might have already won this battle. Let's see what Hockey can do. Man, the snare. Was this like... I don't remember the patch notes, chat. Was this crazy? Was this a big buff? Did this move get crazed? Or is this just a matchup thing? It seems like it might just be a matchup thing, but look at this! This is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. I will snare because it is strong. Kid named Ledge Dash. That's what I'm saying. Although, maybe it's just really difficult to... Hockey can only do but stall till his inevitable defeat. I wonder if it's like... Well, Aang is floaty, right? And so I wonder if maybe ledge dashing in this scenario is just... I just don't understand why he keeps going to ledge here. Is it like a show of like this is to make like a prove a point kind of thing? You know what I mean? Like he's like, look at this thing. What do I do here? And like, I agree. I think I'd imagine the option would be ledge dash. But like, also like, there's no end leg in this. Like, look how many times he's auto canceling this, and like, there's not really a time frame for him to be like, all right, I'm at gap attack. Because by the time you react to choose gap attack, that thing's already back up in the air, I feel. Man, 47% done. Alright, getting some damage in. Some characters just have big hitboxes and no end lag, so... Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, Granny does exist. She's got, like, that, what, frame 6 down strong? And Garfield. Is Garfield this patch? What the hell was that? Was that EX neutral special? Why did he go up? What the heck was that? Did he jump into it? What the heck happened there? Someone give me some context right now. I need some context. Alright, taking a stock. Signs of life. Oh, getting slammed out of the park with that one. Maybe this is a crabs in a barrel tactic. Don't know what I mean by like crabs in a barrel. Like he's trying so hard to like kind of just make this go on and be as like tilting as possible, so that whatever happens, Hockey is like, I've at least maybe tilted you for the next set. He's like, I'm taking you down with me. I don't care. And I don't know if that's actually what he's doing, but hey, whatever he's doing is kind of working. Maybe it's just the long haul, you know? Like, he has some sort of game plan that's, like, maybe a crazy one, you know? And it's also one of these things where it's like, hey, if this matchup truly is terrible, which I can totally see it being, it seems like anytime he interacts with Vert, he just kind of explodes, you know what I'm saying? So, it might just be one of those things where he's just trying his best to avoid multi-tournament conditioning. I mean, hey. Okay. Does he? Okay, he doesn't die here, right? Definitely spooked him. Hockey there. Oh! Very spooky here. You think really bad matchups aren't common in this game? It's hard to say. Riddell Castro, what's up? Unless you play... I was just gonna say. I was like... I've heard Plankton has some pretty messed up ones. There's definitely a couple here or there. I'd imagine, like... There's definitely some that are just really crooked. Okay, I was like, did you die to that? I was like, that wasn't even like a strong hit, I don't think. That sounded pretty light to me. Yes. Or play Ember at all. Real! And that's it. The slow burnout. And for as one-sided as that looked, that actually did work it. At least in his favor for a bit. You know what I mean? Did everyone drop Granny? I didn't drop Granny. I'm still awesome. But it looks like we're going to be getting right into a Junior versus Vert here.